My head was hurting so bad. I couldn't look at any light. I had to lie down. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and as you can see by the title of this video, I will be talking about my experience taking the COVID-19 vaccine. So today is 3 weeks since I have taken the vaccine. I took Johnson & Johnson vaccine. I'm just going to talk about the card that I got, say what's are on it. So the first thing that is on it is the country, Jamaica, certificate of COVID-19 vaccination. Then they have my name, my gender, my address, my date of birth, my TRN number, and my identification number. There are 3 identifications in which you can use. That is your ID card, which is your national ID, your passport, or your driver's license. Then they have your nationality, your telephone number, and an emergency contact. And this is all on the front of the card. The first thing that they have inside is the date, the time, the manufacturer, which in my case it would be Johnson & Johnson. Then they have the batch or lot number, then the expiration date. Funny, this says mine expires May 2023. I don't really get that, like why. Then they have the place of vaccination, and finally they have the vaccinator, which is the person that issued the vaccination to you. After which we have some stamps. So this is the state that I'm fully vaccinated. If it were a 2-shot vaccination, then I wouldn't get this until I had the 2nd shot. And it also has a stamp of the department where I got vaccinated. So this is all about the card. It's fairly small. I think that I'm going to have it laminated because said this, so I've used everything. I don't know why, but I just got it out of the way because I need it for my job. I need it in case I need to travel as of November, and so I just did it and got it out of the way. So now for my personal experience with my vaccination. So it was a Sunday just like this, and I went to my health center. It was not packed, thankfully. There were literally no one was in front of us. No one was before us. I went with my cousin back, and I immediately went and registered, and the nurses came over and they were explaining to me about the shots, the Johnson & Johnson, or asked which of the vaccinations that I would be taking. So they had the AstraZeneca and the Johnson, and I told them that I would take the Johnson & Johnson. They gave us a pamphlet with information about the vaccine and possible side effects, or possible side effects that would lead you to go to the hospital. So that was what was in the pamphlet, and the nurse that was explaining, she was telling us that after we take the vaccine, they're going to watch us for 15 minutes before they let us leave, just to see if we're having any adverse side effects. So I'm not one for needles. Anyways, the vaccinator came, and she issued the vaccination. It wasn't bad. I just didn't look at the needle, and I did not know when she had finished. So after I got the shot, we sat there and we waited and nothing happened, and then they said that it was time for us to leave. I felt really good that day. I went home, did some stuff, didn't feel anything. I'm like, it's not bad. Then come the nights. That is when I started to feel the first side effect that they spoke about. That was headache, severe headache. I must say, my head was hurting so bad. I couldn't look at any light. I had to lie down. And then I started to feel chills. This was the worst for me. What were the chills? Like, I just wanted to wrap up under the blankets and sleep. So that was the Sunday nights going into the Monday morning. Sleep, I just lay there and tried to be comfortable because I knew that it was just something that had to happen. Whenever I take her to get her shots, she have fever and she goes through the same thing until the next day or so, then she's fine. So I did take Panadol extra strength and that helped, and I also drank a lot of fluid. And the next day, which was the Monday, the same thing. For half of the day I felt the chills and the headache. Those are the only symptoms that I had, or side effects that I had. I didn't have any fever or any other thing. Oh yeah, the injection site, that was red and painful to the touch, and that was it. It wasn't too bad. And by the evening of the Monday, I was fine. Everything was back to normal. It was like I didn't take anything. Or I decided that I wanted to take that shot. I did my research. I watched videos. I watched doctors' perspective on it. I watched individuals' perspective. I read blogs and all those stuff. And the thing that I noticed were that it's similar in nature to the AstraZeneca vaccine, and they were both causing clots. But what I realized, that it was causing clots in women under the age of 50 that were on hormonal birth control. It's hormonal, the pill. So that was the similarity in all the women that's got blood clots, the rare blood clots. And I think it said one person died, I'm not sure, but others recovered fine. And it's very rare, because if it's 4 persons out of millions, like, it's very rare. So I just went with faith. I prayed and I took my shot and everything was fine. I'm feeling fine today, 3 weeks after. And it's not a bad vaccine. It's just one shot. If you're one of them that's not really a fan of needles, you can take the Johnson & Johnson. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more lifestyle, beauty, motherhood, and faith-based content. Thank you for watching. See y'all in the next one.